And it started.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Elden Ring. I'm Bramlin, I'm here with Thryth.
And I'm here this time with the correct aspect ratio set into OBS.
Yay!
Unfortunately, this is the kind of thing where we can't go back and replay a section because most of the point is us talking.
Yeah.
That dragon looks a little ill.
Yeah, so the glintstone dragons are blind.
Uh-huh.
Or the crystals are covering their eye.
Yeah.
But Agila is one of the tougher dragons. The lore of when you get its breath weapon,
Mm-hmm.
and the spell that it uses, Agila's Moonblade,
Yeah.
you learn that Agila swore fealty to Princess Ranni.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, no, that's gonna come into play in once we get to a certain part. We're gonna talk about that.
Mm.
Now we're gonna go and talk to Ranni. We're going to tell her we know about the Night of the Black,
The Black
and
Knives.
she not going to be very happy.
Mm-hmm.
But this way we get a lot more information about.
Did we do this before?
We did,
Mm-hmm.
but I believe I just ran up here and talked to her, and she gets all giggly and accepts you into her service.
Mm.
Whereas if we want to talk to her about the Night of the Black Knives, she gets a bit peeved instead.
Ah.
But this is kind of all part of her plan. Like, she's left a trail for us to follow. And the reason she gets all like giggly is she laid out this trail through Rogier,
Yeah.
and we just came to see her without being curious about the Black Knives or anything.
Yeah.
So now the other thing I would like to point out is she is sitting on a stack of books to make herself.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So things that we like storytelling, environmental storytelling, and everything with Ranni. She's a dork.
Yeah. I'm getting that from the piles and piles of books.
Yeah.
Neatly kept piles of books, I might add.
Oh yes. She's sitting on top of the books to make herself taller than us.
Uh-huh.
When we first meet her, she's sitting on the ruins wall.
Yeah.
So that she's taller than us.
Yep.
Very very soon.
Yep.
Again we cross paths. I believe I said my name was Renna when last we met. It pleaseth me to see Torrent hale and hearty, but tarnished. What business hast thou here? I have no memory of inking thee an invitation.
You must be the Ranni the Witch behind the Night of Black Knight.
I see. Quite the sleuth, aren't we? Indeed, I am the witch, Ranni. I stole a fragment of the Rune of Death and used it to forge the god-slaying black knives through fearsome rite. I did it all. But sadly for thee, the curse mark thou seekest is not to be found here. I have slain the body I was born into and cast it away. And it is upon that flesh the curse mark is carved.
Where did the body go?
And why should I reveal that to thee? I performed the act not to bury the past, nor in shame of the deed, but all the same, Thy begging compels me not a jot. The curse mark thou seekest is not here. That is all I will say. Now, be gone.
So she tells us to go away. And we cannot progress the story until we go back to talk to Roger.
Rogier. Yeah.
Just pull the elevator back. Hey Roger, what's your big plan here, buddy?
Always good to see you safe. So, what do you need? I see. When Ranni shed her flesh, she shed the curse mark. You know, not everyone would trust such a tale. But if she in her current form is nothing more than the living doll you profess, then perhaps it's true after all. Forgive the bluntness of the notion, but how would you like to become one of Ranni's vassals? Only in order to get what we want, of course. The location of the body which bore the curse mark, which right now I haven't the faintest. And the best way to find out is for you to enter her service and take a poke around on the sly. I know you've got what it takes. Not only are you a superb fighter, but people want to trust you. I've seen it. Can you become Ranni's vassal to advance our agenda? While in her service, you'll be able to take a poke around on the sly and determine the location of her original body that bears the curse mark. I realize that I'm asking you to put yourself in grave danger, but I know you've got what it takes. Quite possibly the only one, in fact.
Yes, go become one of Ronnie's vassals because we're using her and not totally on her side.
Let's see if Thea has anything to say.
Would you like me to hold you once more? Now, come. You are so very warm.
About Roger.
I heard that you lent a hand to dear Roger. He seemed positively elated. He must be possessed of great mental fortitude. It anchors his will and sustains him, despite his grievous wounds. You truly are a champion. To dear Roger, and myself too. Then good day to you, my dear.
Cool.
I am pleased to
Try
see
that.
you like me. Now, you are so very warm. Then good day to you, my dear.
And I guess she doesn't have anything else to say.
Not yet. She will. We can go back. Ronnie.
Astrolabe.
Hmm.
There are two astrolabes there. Why are there two? Do you need
Oh,
two?
No. There's astrolabes all over the place.
Uh-huh.
It's like everyone's an astronomer here or something.
That makes there's two here
The
too.
curse mark thou seekest is not here. That is all I will say. Now, be gone. Oh, is Is that so? Thou wouldst render me aid. Is that thy proposal? Affording thyself opportunity to grope about for the curse mark's location, no doubt. Very well. There's nothing wrong with a well-laid scheme. What's more, if my past and past wounds beckon to thee, I am curious enough to see what thy destiny portends. I'll allow it. Enter my service, and good hunting to thee. Good. Then I ask we proceed with haste. There is, in my service, a half-wolven warrior by the name of Blythe. I would have thee join him in searching for the hidden treasure of Nokron, the Eternal City. I have called for Blythe to greet thee below. Take from him the particulars. Ah, and there wilt thou find Iji, my war counselor, and Salavis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts also. Heed not their peculiarities. Feel secure in gaining from them what advantage thou canst. I am sure the others will be doing just the same. Speak with the three who await thee below. Thou needst not indulge them unduly, but they too wish to appraise thy worth. It has been a passing long time since a newcomer entered my service, after all.
I get the feeling that you do not need to fulfill their needs unnecessarily or something like. Well, I can't remember the exact wording she used, even though it was like 2 minutes ago. But I'm pretty sure that's about Seleucus.
Yeah, Celavus. Yes.
Yeah, it's like yeah, I know Seleucus is a right bastard. You don't have to do everything he tells you.
Yeah.
Oh, so you were the one. Lady Ranni has explained everything. Again, I am Iji, the Karian royal family's dedicated blacksmith and Lady Ranni's war counselor. I'm told that you are searching for Nokron with Blythe. I will give you whatever guidance I can and pray for your success. My apologies for the misleading words of warning. I never imagined that an audience, let alone service to Lady Ranni, was in your fate. I, for one, should have seen it, but I did not. Do forgive me, my fellow. Let us give all that we can of ourselves, together, for Lady Ranni.
Okay.
Long time, friend. Blythe. Have you forgotten? Glad to have you in the service of Mistress Ranni. Well, getting right to business. I'm still in Limgrave. The eternal city of Nokron lies somewhere at the bottom of this land. I'm planning to go below through the well in the Mistwood. See if I can't find the road to Nokron from there. I'm going below through the well. See if I can't keep you waiting.
Whew.
I see. You must be Ranni's new hireling. Yes, I've heard all about you. I am Selvis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts. I don't know what it is the mistress sees in a provincial tarnished like you, but since we have the misfortune of serving the same lady, I ask that you kindly try not to drag us all down with you.
Huh. Very polite.
I reside in another tower close by. Come and pay me a visit, should you wish to be of actual service to Mistress Ranni. If it were up to me, I wouldn't waste my time on the likes of you. But who am I to stand against the wishes of my lady?
And now that we've talked to them, we talked to.
I can half imagine that he's serving Ronnie in an attempt to figure out how to make a puppet out of her.
Oh yes, that is explicitly what the whole deal.
Mm.
Um, which is why, like, EG and Blythe are obviously, like, absurdly loyal to her, like,
Mm-hmm.
and Seluvis is an opportunist. The only reason he's in Rani's service is because he was able to create her doll body, which
Yep.
so he was a necessary evil. But there's also indicators that he's been involved in the plot to assassinate her before.
Mm.
Um, so
Ah, allow me to forewarn thee. I shall soon enter my slumber, and it will be some time before I wake. This doll's body is not without its hindrances. Still, I have high hopes for thee. I look forward to the good news when I arise. I shall soon enter my slumber, and
Mm-hmm.
it will be some time before I wake. I have high hopes. I look for.
You're going to be in your slumber and walking around as Melina? Not Melina. What's one-eyed lady?
no, Melina,
Melina. Okay, I got it right. Yay.
you got it right. Yeah. I think there's a bit of that, but I also think, yeah, we're going to go and talk to Roger for a minute.
Mm-hmm. He can give us the lowdown on everybody.
Always good to see you safe. So, what do you need? Maybe I should tell you. Lately, I feel I'm on the precipice of falling into a deep, fathomless slumber. And I have an inkling it could spell trouble for you somehow. So I just wanted to get the apology out of the way beforehand, since you're so scary and all.
I would like
Yeah.
to. I would like to apologize for being about to go a whole Sleeping Beauty thing on you, because you're scary.
Yeah. So, Rani is about to fall asleep. Roger feels like he's going to fall to sleep.
Uh huh.
And we know Rani can use sleep magic from our first encounter.
Right.
So it's quite possible that upon learning that, like, how did we learn about the Black Knight? Well, obviously, to Rani, it's going to be obvious that
Roger.
she is going to assassinate Roger using sleep.
Got it. Got it.
You know, she let it never be said that Rani is not ruthless. She can be ruthless, but
I mean,
I
it's
am pleased to see you again. Would you like me?
you can't blame her.
it's pretty much her character.
Now,
All right, let's see if we can,
Mm-hmm.
because we didn't do her quest line
Yep.
first time at all. Fears.
you are so. Then good day to you.
The animation can't be interrupted.
So slow. Eee.
Okay, so not wrong.
Oh, minor vent on Neo 3, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So in Neo 2, you're playing basically a person living out in the wild on their own because one of their parents is gone, the other one died while they were young, right? So
Yeah.
pretty much salt of the earth, working for a living type, even though their job is killing monsters.
Mm-hmm.
In Neo 3, you are playing the grandchild of Tokugawa Ieyasu. You are
Oh.
the heir apparent shogun. So it's a little bit different feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. They still let you design yourself.
Mm. As we go down here,
Mm-hmm.
you get a glimpse of Nokron.
Oh, right. I remember this is my first, like, I remember the first time I saw this last time, the first run. It was just like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Gee. It's like an open world underneath an open world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not quite as big. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. It just, when you see how open world is done right, like I don't play GTA or Red Dead Redemption, but I understand they hit the right notes of an open world, right?
Mm.
But when you see like open world done right on like Kingdoms of Amalur or Elden Ring or whatever, and then you play something like Forspoken, where
Mm-hmm.
I know people complain about the dialogue, but I quite enjoyed the core story. I did not enjoy the open world because it was empty and
Mm.
there was just fighting, fighting, fighting. This is kind of there's just fighting, fighting, fighting with some lore you have to pick out. You're engaged in. Um, and the most lore you can get from like Forspoken and a lot of other open worlds is like spoon fed to you.
Mm.
You know,
Yep.
it's just the differences are so stark between it's done right and it done lazily on any given feature, really, any given approach. But like
Yes.
open world is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, it's this is like FromSoft have said that they're really not sure if they can do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I mean, their thing seems to be fairly linear, so I don't blame them.
hmm.
Linear is a good. There's nothing wrong with linear,
Oh no.
with branching paths and such like that.
Hmm.
It's and I can see how this is a huge amount of effort and a little bit off of their normal, but still, it's just impressive.
No, it's really impressive. Really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's not quite like it's not quite as big as it seems. They've done a lot to make it seem like feel bigger than it really,
Yeah, and actually,
which is cool.
I think that's a good way to do it because then you don't have the sense of emptiness that you get in empty worlds that just go on. We have this huge amount of space you can explore, and
Hmm.
there's really nothing to that space. But in this case, you have like a small amount of space you can explore, but it gives you views on a wide area
Hmm.
that implies a much bigger world.
Good to see you. Apologies, mate, but I don't have much to report. I can see bloody Nokron right above me, but I'm absolutely stumped. I've tried all the gateways, to no avail. Perhaps it's time to ask Celibus. I recall that spiteful little rat acting like he knew something. Let's give him a squeeze. Show him just how sharp my teeth are. I jest. I wouldn't go that far. Besides, I should check on some things here. Leave this place to me. You just do what you feel is right. If either of us learns anything, we tell the other. Right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Do-do, 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 do-do.
Well, well, you took me at my word. Did you not realize I was merely being polite? Oh, you provincials never cease to amaze. I suppose you're here now. Perhaps I'll give you something to do. I'd like you to find a woman called Nefeli to administer a potion. Even you can do that much, can't you?
So we've got to accept the task.
In order to advance Ronnie's thing. What we don't have
Yeah.
to do is complete the task. Got it.
Good, good. Now I shall hand over the potion in question. Find Nefeli and ensure she drinks it. I expect glad tidings, and soon. I've no
Okay.
time for idle chit-chat. The only thing I will hear from you is a report of your task's completion. Are we understood? Then off you trot. I have enough on my plate. Well, well, you're asking me about that, are you? The task was left to you and the mongrel, was it not? Not only are you incompetent, but shameless to boot. Well, there's no helping it. Now's as good a time as any. I'll let you in on it. There's a glintstone sorcerer by the name of Selin in Limgrave. She owes me for the help I gave her when she was expelled from the academy. I asked her to look into the matter some time ago. I'll write you a letter of introduction. Go ask her.
I guess you need the introduction letter in order to talk to her, otherwise she won't talk to you, or maybe she doesn't spawn until you talk to him.
No, you can go talk to her. She accepts you as her apprentice, but you need the letter of introduction in order to ask her about knock.
I got it. Okay. And you need to accept the task in order to get the letter of. Got it.
Yeah.
And then what is the? I know there's the option is just not ever give it to Nefali, but I know there's an option to like tell Nefali this is don't drink this, right?
No, there isn't an option to tell Nefali not to drink. There's two things that you can do to
Okay,
dispose of.
got it.
You can give it to Gideon,
Mm-hmm.
who disposes of it for you.
Got it.
And seemingly he does just dispose.
Got it.
Or you can keep it,
Uh-huh.
do the Dung Eater's quest line up until you get him chained to the chair,
Yep.
and then feed it to the Dung Eater. So that you get a Dung Eater puppet.
Okay. Not entirely sure that's better.
Depends how much you hate the Dung Eater. Because that's the Dung Eater's like bad. That's his worst ending.
Got it. Got it.
We can just kill the Dung Eater, which is what I was planning to do.
Got it. Yeah. No. There comes a point, where doing the unthinkable is not justified, regardless.
Yeah.
Says the person who's playing someone who read the Necronomicon in a Call of Cthulhu game.
I am Selin, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here? A yen for glintstone sorceries. Well, your aptitude does appear passable, but one must choose one's masters wisely. I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria as a reviled, apostate witch. Do you still wish to learn from me? Well, you are a piece of work. Very well. You are now my protege in glintstone sorcery. But I refuse to coddle or cast kind words. Never. Anticipate grievances, young apprentice.
I love that these people are all acting like the academy hasn't fallen into chaos and destitution.
Yeah.
Well, well. Salavis is not a name I ever wanted to hear again. But fine. If it will help you, my apprentice, I offer my knowledge. The stars alter the fate of the Karian royal family, and the fate of your mistress, Ranni. But long ago, General Radahn challenged the swirling constellations, and in a crushing victory arrested their cycles. Now he is the force that repulses the stars. If General Radahn were to die, the stars would resume their movement, and so too would Ranni's destiny.
So we need to deal with General Radahn because he is what's holding back
Ranni.
the stars and therefore fate.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. So generally the attitude online around Radahn is one of admiration
Mm-hmm.
For his strength, for his devotion to his steed, Leonard.
Yeah.
The text is really not kind to Radahn in the same way that the fan base is.
Mm.
I'll just tell Blythe here.
Well met. What news? So Rani's fate is kept in stasis by Starscourge Radahn. That reminds me of something I heard. There's a festival being held at the castle on the southern edge of the Caelid Wilds, east of Limgrave. It's a festival of combat. And I heard that you can fight Radahn himself. He who was once called the strongest of all the demigods. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I think it's worth investigating. I'll be on my way to this festival of Radahn then. You're coming too, right? To Radahn's festivities. I'll meet you at Redmane Castle in Caelid. The way ahead is pleasingly simple. We fight, sword and fang.
All right. So we need, in order to start the festival, we need to use the Grand Lift deck.
Mm-hmm.
I need to check whether we have. Yes, we have. Oh no, that's the secret medallion.
Looks like we have the left side too.
Oh, the beam.
Key items, right?
Yes, so we have Dector's medallion left. So we need the right.
Mm-hmm.
Which means we want to. We need to go to Caelid.
Mm-hmm.
How are we doing?
We're 25 minutes, 26 minutes, somewhere on that area.
Okay.
So quite a bit. I can say, talking about fan bases being divisive, I brought up, I think, I can't remember if it was on a comment on this or if I brought up the argument in somewhere else, but I mentioned that the elves, the part of the sin of the elves was trying to hold back time, you know?
Yeah.
And I got a lot of people saying, no, that's not what they were trying to do. They were just trying to preserve themselves in the fading of the world. Yes!
Yes. Yes, that's the point.
Yeah.
That's also the point of. This is also the point of Radahn.
Yep.
Radahn is trying to hold back.
Mm-hmm.
He's stuck in the past.
Yep.
He admires the first Elden Lord Godfrey.
Right.
Um, and he wants to relive the glory days of, him being the first Elden Lord's golden lion. Sort of.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally like the the shambling um corpse basically of his steed, which he has outgrown
Yeah.
by so much. And
Orders of magnitude.
yeah. Um he's not allowing his horse to die. He's gorging on the bodies his previous of his last battle.
Mm-hmm.
All of the while rotting because he's afflicted with literal rot.
Yeah.
It's not a pretty picture.
Yeah.
Um, the he's kind of pathetic. On top of all of that, he's also holding back his own he and Mikola's own fate and destiny
Mm-hmm.
because Mikola's chosen him as consort, and he's preventing his and Mikola's um,
Advancement.
attempt to take the Elden Ring.
Right.
Um, so yeah, he's actually kind of pathetic. Um, he's much like Gwyn before him. In Dark
Yep.
Souls, Gwyn linked the first flame,
Yeah.
possessed the first flame,
Mm-hmm.
became the sort of the dark spirit that was inhabiting the first, um, or at least the genesis of that dark spirit, and was quite willing to, sacrifice
Everything.
everything to keep the Age of Fire going, because the Age of Darkness was so terrifying to him.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a natural cycle. But it's the same, like it's a metaphor for being terrified of death and striving for immortality. And
Right.
what you get out of that is stagnation and, walking corpses shambling around.
Mm. I do wish there would, because there is only one take on immortality in this game.
Mm.
Really, there's just the you're avoiding death take,
Yeah.
or you're preventing death. There's not the take of you are continuing life. That's not what's going on here. It would be interesting if you had a game that compared two types of immortality, the one that is continuing life, which is more positive and healthy, and the one that is avoiding death and just running from something, and you're not
I think
building anything solid. Yeah.
I think in a lot of ways that's what Ranni's end is.
Hmm.
Um,
Interesting.
because when you see it, like,
Yeah.
you'll understand what I'm talking.
Okay. Okay.
Because what you do is, like, she leaves. She takes you and leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's the good sort of that's the good ending for the Lands Between.
Right.
Because the demigods are just bad.
Mm-hmm.
They're bad for everything. But you don't want to replace them with yourself, because that's like I think the best way that question I've heard that question is asked is, do you think that you are uniquely qualified to be a benevolent dictator?
Mm.
And the answer is no,
Yeah.
because if you say yes, the answer is no.
Right. It's the line in I watched some reactions to the Equalizer movies recently, and there's a line that, oh, you asked me if I'm a good person. I asked you if you were a good person. What did you say? And he's like, I said I don't know. And he said, and the response was, only a good person says that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's exactly the thing.
Yeah.
Um, so so yes, by leaving, we leave mortals to
Mm-hmm.
decide their own fate, basically.
Got it.
Um, and we go off to be um,
Whatever.
Rani's consort
Mm-hmm.
and companion, because in her journey across the stars. So
Yeah. You're gonna hate me. One of the Time Lords' names is the Ranni, isn't it?
I know, yes, it is.
I mean, I think she's canonically dead, because I don't think she's come back in New Who, but
Oh no, she came back in the recent, like, last year's or the year before last,
oh, so episodes
like
I
the
haven't
most recent.
seen. Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of want to
Um,
get. I can't remember who the actor who did the after the old gray man, the lady. I can't remember her name, but I want to.
Jodie Whittaker.
Jodie Whittaker. I kind of want to get a look at her episodes. I understand she did a good job, but the writing kind of failed. But
Yeah. Yeah, there was that. Um then they brought back David Tennant and um had a African
African
uh,
Britishman.
British person. Yeah. Um which cool, but it's sort of, so there were two doctors at the same time for a bit.
Yeah, I saw the whole
Um
thing about splitting off, and like the original Doctor retires with his friends and loved ones, and the new Doctor is the one that the series focuses on from then.
yeah. But then at the end of the last season,
Uh huh.
the um, that doctor uh, dies and regenerates, and you know who's they regenerate into?
Who?
Billy Piper.
The first companion from New Who.
Correct.
Wow.
And that's when it ends. So that's the cliffhanger that they ended the last season on.
Oh my God. Okay.
Spoilers for Doctor Who, everyone. I'm going to talk to Melina.
Yeah.
Your seamster, Bok. He is always eager to see your return. Please, will you talk to him when you can? I'm sure he would be much contented.
Don't worry, we're gonna look after Bok.
Bok, this seems ready to make.
He doesn't have anything to say.
We just need to talk to him occasionally to see if he does.
Yeah, eventually, once we get to Lane Dell, he'll have is get to talk to him about a few things. Yeah, you have an opportunity to either be really nice to Bok or really not nice to Bok.
Right.
So yeah, the not nice to Bok option that we didn't get to last time
Yeah.
because of
It got cut off to us for some reason.
yeah, no, I didn't do because we do things spaced out so much, I forget orders in which to do things and what
Mm-hmm.
we've done
Mm-hmm.
and what we haven't done.
Yep.
So yeah, so I accidentally locked us out of that. But we would have given him a larval tear, which would let him go be reincarnated with Renala.
Got it.
And then he immediately dies after he's reincarnated in a beautiful human form.
Right. Right. And that's the bad ending.
That is the bad end.
Because Renala's reincarnations only really work for us.
Yes, because we are the only people who can get the rune of the unborn.
Right.
Because we're a Tani.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that sequence may imply,
Yeah.
is that Bok is the child of Patches.
Interesting.
And the mother he refers to as Patches.
Patches is his mother.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we hoist this medallion.
Hoist.
Aaron Petard. Now you notice the yellow gem
Yep.
in that. Those are the same gems from Kingsfield.
Mm.
The yellow gem is earth magic,
I see.
or rather gold. So the color gold, which I take to be orange, seems to be earth magic, whereas yellow tends to more towards light magic, which is why lightning is yellow in this game.
Got it. Lightning is either like white or blue or yellow, generally.
Yeah.
Or red if you're talking Star Wars.
Yeah. But green is air, red is both fire and blood.
Yeah, because there's two different shades of red. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like crimson and like the blood is crimson, I think. And I don't know what, and I think the other one is just red because I know red is its own is its own thing.
So its own color, yes.
Yeah. It's not just a classification. We use it as a classification, but it's its own specific type in that classification too.
Yeah. And then blue is water.
That makes sense.
So we're just going to talk to Araya quickly.
I knew you had the stuff of champions. I hereby invite you to the Volcano Manor. Take my hand. Give me your hand. I will pray.
Yep, we've had this discussion before, Raya. Granted, it was in a dream that you don't remember.
Yeah, we'll probably do a bit of we might do a bit of her quest depending on how we feel.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to bother too much with it, with all of it right now.
The Sith people.
Yeah. Because what we want is we want to get to
Radahn's little hideaway.
uh,
10 minutes, by the way, on the video.
10 minutes left.
Yeah, we're at 50.
Cool. Well, we can at least get to where the festival. We can at least do the festival.
Mm-hmm.
Not the
Boss
fight
fight.
with Radahn,
Yeah.
but
It's if I remember correctly, it's a very glum festival.
yeah, it's a bit sparse. We'll also want to go and give Gideon the Celavis's potion.
Yep. Whee!
We'll get the graces that we need as we here.
Mm-hmm. This is just a swamp, right? Not like Scarlet Rot.
Oh no, this is a Scarlet Rot swamp. Yeah.
You're just on
Yeah.
torrent, so we can't.
We don't get Scarlet Rot.
Right.
No, this is the crater where Millennia fought Radahn,
Got it.
and she bioweapon nuked the area,
Yep.
which is shown in the first trailer.
Yep. Oh, Trypophobia Central.
Yeah, so speaking of which, this is what I mean about this is coral, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
This isn't like it's sort of fungus, but it's a lot more like coral.
Yeah.
Um,
It's very much more sea oceanic
Yeah.
than it is, Stay away, bird.
Got too close to the bird. And now we're going to get too close to the funky T-Rex.
I mean, bird, funky T-Rex.
Same, really.
They seem to have wolf ears.
Oh yeah, they're mutated. Some,
Mutated wolves.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see how a beginner coming into Caelid would just be freaked the heck out.
Yep. Oh no, if you actually try to fight those things, they will wreck.
Mm-hmm.
And this means these portals. So we've started the festival, and these portals open up, which means you can skip most of the
Area.
area. Yeah.
I'm doing that thing where you finish off other people's sentences. Sorry.
Yeah. And the soldiers are not.
Is that weird?
Nope. Because we started the festival.
Got it. Okay.
So this is all now. We'll go to Saluvis, then we'll go back and get through the fest bit.
Let me pause for a moment, I guess.
No, we're good.
Okay.
Sorry, Saluvis.
Right. Too bad there's no way we can trick Gideon into drinking it.
Yeah.
I just said there's sometimes when the unthinkable is never justified. Now.
Show him Saluvis.
That potion what I think it is? Bloody Celavis. I suppose he's up to something again. Oh, I won't interfere. You go ahead and do what you must. The Round Table has no code to speak of. But I ask you this. Are you really going to do the bidding of that twisted dolly botherer? Or would you rather hand that potion to me and see if we can't get one over on the bastard?
Good. I'll dispose of the potion myself. You go and see Celavis, but don't give anything away. Just tell him that you tricked your mark into drinking the potion, as planned. Despite knowing next to bloody nothing, he's so far up his own arse he won't suspect a thing. His inevitable display of arrogance will certainly be a sight to behold.
So, pot, kettle.
Oh yeah. No, he and Sylvis don't like each other because
They're very much know-nothings who think they know everything.
there's a bit of that, but also Sylvis turned one of Gideon's companions into a doll.
Oh.
You get her from Sylvis when you Sylvis. We're going to do a bit of. I like to look at like getting Sylvis's dolls as liberating them.
At least to some degree, yeah.
Yeah. So you find the clue for this place in the merchant that hangs out around here on this pathway.
Got it.
Has the clue to this. So yeah, there's a few of Sylvis's dolls, but this one here,
yep,
is Gideon's companion who was turned into a doll. This one here is Finger Maiden Theralina.
Okay.
That's another one that you can get. That's his story is he's a guy who wanted to be a warrior jar.
Oh.
And he uses he throws pots at people like fire pots and stuff.
Okay.
It's the Sylvis's puppet do not touch, which tells us, yeah, so we've got a solid link to Sylvis.
Yep.
And then we hit here and we have a spare body for Selen.
Yep.
Which will be relevant during Selen's quest, which we can't advance until we do the Radahn fight. But the reason I want to do the Celavis quest is if we progress the quest up until we get the item that Celavis needs to make the potion that he thinks will turn Ranni into his puppet.
Yeah.
We can get an important item for magic.
Okay.
So you made Nepheli drink the potion. Well done. You are a touch more useful than I had thought. Very well. Then you shall have your gift. Knowledge of the sorcerous arts under the tutelage of the great preceptor Celavis. I doubt much of it will lay within the grasp of a mere tarnished, but if you put your mind to it, perhaps you won't embarrass our lady. You wish to begin right this moment? Well, your impatience, though boorish, is understandable. Let's have at it. So, you had Nepheli drink the potion? Truly? Then perhaps something was amiss with it. It's concocted from the finest ingredients, but perhaps I should review the recipe. I may have expected too much of her to begin with.
There's something wrong with Nepheli, obviously. That's why the potion didn't work.
You break into a man's private chambers, rooting about as you please. Your oafishness knows no bounds. Fine and well. You tricked Nepheli and had her drink the potion. I believe that makes you my accomplice. You yearn for a puppet of your own, hmm? Well, normally one of your stature would never be allowed. But perhaps I can make a very special exception. Now, choose.
We can get Finger Maiden Theralina puppet.
Uh-huh. Which I imagine helps with magic.
Yeah, she's a healer.
Got it.
And grab.
Ooh! Summon swords! Yes, please!
Yeah.
So can you... I was into that. I was into that sort of magic even before I knew about Fate Stay Night.
Oh, well, yeah, we can do a build if you're interested in me exploring that.
Oh, I mean, it was just an idle thing. I just like the imagery.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
let's all right. Let's look at
We did hit the hour, but there's no problem going a little bit over.
that.
Yeah.
So I'll slap Carrion Felon. Yeah.
Cool.
And we just got Glintstone Ice Cream.
Cool.
So put a
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So all right. I think this is a good place to
Mm-hmm.
leave off for now.
And come back to it. Hopefully, I mean, we could try to come back to it a little bit sooner than 2 weeks so we have better, clearer memory of where we are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, staying here like I am literally here outside of the
True.
festival.
True.
So we know that we're going to be. Yeah, you can see Alexander there and
yeah.
Blythe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anyway.
All right.
Talk to y'all later.
Later.
Bye.